Hello friends, in this video I am going to derive the equation for torque transmitting capacity of cone clutch. So let us consider a cone clutch. This is the friction surface of cone clutch. This is another view of cone clutch. This is inner side and this is outer side. This is inner radius Ri, this is outer radius Ro. And if I extend this line up to center line, so this angle is semicone angle alpha. So normal pressure Pn is a normal pressure acting on the surface. So this is Pn is a normal pressure acting on the surface. Now this width of contacting surface is B. So Pn is a normal Pn is the normal pressure between contact surfaces. Now Ri is the inner radius of contact surface. Then Ro is the outer radius of contact surface. Then R is a mean radius. What is mean radius? We will see later. Now alpha is a semicone angle of this friction surface. Mu is a coefficient of friction. Between contact surface. Coefficient of friction. Now B is a width of contact surface. Now let us consider a small ring. Of radius R and thickness dr. Let us consider here one ring. This is the ring of radius R and thickness of this ring is dr. The radius of this ring is R and thickness of this ring is dr. Now I draw this ring also here. So this is the thickness of ring dr and this is length of ring. dl. Now you know the area of ring. Let us see area of this ring. So area of this ring is peripheral area, 2 pi r into this dl. Now we have to find the dl. So let us see. If I consider this triangle, small triangle, so one side of this triangle is dl and this side is dr, this angle is alpha. So I zoom this figure here. So this figure is seen like this. This is dl, this is dr, and this angle is alpha because this angle is 9. This angle is alpha. Now from this triangle, sin alpha is equal to dr divided by dl. So therefore dl is equal to dr divided by sin alpha. So 1 upon sin alpha is nothing but cosec alpha. So dr cosec alpha. So dl is equal to dr cosec alpha. Put the value of this dl in this equation. So the area is equal to 2 pi r into dr cosec alpha. This is the equation 1. Now this normal pressure is acting on contact surface. We have to consider here two conditions. So first condition is a uniform pressure condition. So for new clutch, uniform pressure condition is used to find out the torque transmitting capacity. So uniform pressure theory. So if this is a normal pressure acting on contacting surface, then opposite to that normal load is acting Wn. So this normal load acting on ring. First consider for ring. So normal load acting on ring, delta Wn is equal to this Pn into this area. So Pn into 2 pi r dr cosec alpha. Now axial load acting on a ring. So axial load acting on a ring, delta W is equal to, now if this is a normal load, then axial load is acting axially like this. So now this axial load W is a horizontal component of this Wn. So I am drawing figure here. If this is a Wn, so this is angle alpha, this is W, that is this is W. So W is the opposite side of this is a Wn, opposite side of this angle alpha. Therefore opposite side means sin alpha. You have to consider sin alpha. So sin alpha is equal to W divided by Wn. Therefore W is equal to Wn sin alpha. So put the value of delta Wn here. So delta Wn is nothing but Pn into 2 pi r dr cosec alpha into this sin alpha. So delta W becomes, so cosec alpha is nothing but 1 upon sin alpha. So sin alpha get cancelled. So Pn into 2 pi r dr. Now we require total axial load acting on contacting surface. So W is equal to, take an integral from Ri to Ro. So Pn into 2 pi r dr. So here Pn is constant, 2 pi is constant. So r dr, integral from Ri to Ro. So integration of r is, that is integration of x is nothing but x square by 2. So in same way, integration of r is r square by 2. Pn into 2 pi r square by 2 integral from Ri to Ro. So put the limit Pn into 2 pi. So Ro square minus Ri square divided by 2. So 2 get cancelled. So Pn into pi Ro square minus Ri square is the total axial load acting on the contact surface. Now from this Pn is equal to this goes to denominator. So W divided by pi into Ro square minus Ri square. This is the equation number 3. Now we know that friction force, so torque is equal to, so torque on this ring, torque on the ring dt is equal to dft into r. Now dft is nothing but mu into wn, so mu into delta wn into this r. Now put the value of delta wn, so mu into delta wn is nothing but this value, so pn into 2 pi r into dr cosec alpha into this r. So dt is equal to, dt becomes, so mu pn 2 pi r dr into cosec alpha into r. Now we require total torque. So total torque transmitted. So T is equal to, take an integral of this. So integral from Ri to Ro, mu Pn 2 pi r dr cosec alpha into r. Now this is equal to integral from Ri to Ro, so mu Pn 2 pi, this r into r is r square into dr into cosec alpha. Now take constant outside the integration, so mu Pn 2 pi, cosec alpha is also constant, so in the integral r square dr ri from ro. Now 2 pi is 2 pi mu Pn cosec alpha into r, integration of r square is r cube divided by 3, integral limit from ri to ro, 2 pi mu Pn cosec alpha, so put the limit, so ro cube minus ri cube divided by 3, it is equal to, so I put 3 here, so 2 by 3 pi mu Pn cosec alpha and ro cube minus ri cube. Now this is equation number, this is equation number 4. Now from this equation number 3, so put the value of this Pn here, so 2 by 3 pi mu into Pn w divided by pi ro square minus ri square into this cosec alpha into this ro cube minus ri cube. Now this pi get cancelled, then the remaining equation is 2 by 3 mu w is cosec alpha into ro cube minus ri cube divided by this ro square minus ri square. So this is the equation for torque transmitting capacity of cone clutch by using uniform pressure theory. So this is also written as so T is equal to mu w r cosec alpha. So T is equal to mu w r cosec alpha, where r is the mean radius, and is equal to 2 by 3 ro cube minus ri cube divided by ro square minus ri square. So in single plate clutch, the equation is only mu wr, r is also this value. In cone clutch only the difference is cosec alpha is increase in equation. So T is equal to mu wr cosec alpha and r is nothing but mean radius and is equal to 2 by 3 ro cube minus ri cube divided by ro square minus ri square. Now let us consider a second criteria, that is uniform wear theory. You know that when the clutch get worn out, then uniform wear theory is used. So from previous derivation, so for uniform wear theory, you know that normal pressure is inversely proportional to radius of the ring. So Pn into this R is equal to constant. Pn into R is equal to constant. So Pn is equal to Pn into R is equal to constant. So Pn is equal to constant divided by R. Now from previous derivation we know that the equation for normal load on ring, load on ring, delta Wn is equal to Pn into area, that is 2 pi r dr into cosec alpha. 2 pi r dr into cosec alpha. Then we know that delta W is equal to delta Wn into sin alpha. From previous derivation we know all this. So delta W is equal to, put this value, so Pn into 2 pi r dr cosec alpha is the value of delta Wn into this sin alpha. So cosec alpha is nothing but 1 upon sin alpha. So sin alpha get cancelled, and delta W is equal to Pn into 2 pi r dr. Now put the value of Pn. So Pn is nothing but C divided by R. So delta W is equal to C divided by R, 2 pi r dr. Now this R get cancelled. So delta W is equal to C into 2 pi r dr. Now total axial load, take an integral. So W is equal to integral from Ri to Ro, C into 2 pi dr. Now this C and 2 pi is constant, C into 2 pi. So integral from Ri to Ro into dr. So integral of dr is R from Ri to Ro. So it is equal to 2 pi C Ro minus Ri. So this is the total axial load W. From this equation, C is equal to W divided by, this goes to denominator, 2 pi Ro minus Ri. So this is the value for C. Now this is, let us see, this is first equation. Now we know that torque transmitted by ring dt is equal to dft into r, and dft is nothing but mu delta Wn into r. So mu into value of delta Wn is Pn 2 pi r dr cosec alpha into this r. So now this Pn into r, this Pn into r is nothing but C. Pn into r is C. So mu into 2 pi C dr cosec alpha into r. So that is equal to dt equal to 2 pi mu C r dr cosec alpha. So now required total torque transmitting capacity. So total torque transmitted. So take integration of this equation number 2. So T is equal to integral from Ri to Ro 2 pi mu C r dr cosec alpha. Now take constant outside the integral. So 2 pi is constant, mu is constant, C is constant, cosec alpha is constant. So in the integration from Ri to Ro r dr. So 2 pi mu C cosec alpha. So integration of this becomes r square by 2, limit from Ri to Ro. So 2 pi mu C cosec alpha into Ro square minus Ri square divided by 2. So 2 get cancelled. So now that is equal to pi mu, the value of C from this equation 1 is W divided by 2 pi Ro minus Ri into this cosec alpha into, you know that this is a square minus b square. So the factors of a square minus b square is a minus b, a plus b. So rho minus ri into rho plus ri. So rho minus ri get cancelled, pi cancel. So 1 upon this 2 into mu w into this cosec alpha into this rho plus ri. So that is equal to T is equal to 1 divided by 2 mu w cosec alpha into rho plus ri is the torque transmitting capacity of cone clutch by using uniform wear theory. Now we can write the same equation like this. T is equal to mu w r cosec alpha. So r is nothing but mean radius, that is equal to 1 upon 2 rho plus ri. So this is the torque transmitting capacity of cone clutch by using uniform wear theory. So in single plate clutch, equation is mu wr, only increases cosec alpha, and r is same for all the clutches. So this is the torque transmitting capacity.